judges play a crucial role in the pursuit of determining who is the pinnacle of excellence. With over 50 judges, double that of the previous awards, our panel of esteemed industry experts were meticulously selected based on their expertise and experience in their respective fields. Let's take a look at what took place when almost 800 entries submitted from all over Southern Africa were judged over 2 days. Do you feel that this competition uplifts and makes a positive difference to the printing, packaging and signage industry?
Well, yeah, we're in a competitive, worldwide competitive market, and we have to make sure that we show up and that we can take on the best.
The game is not over. It shows that we still have to fight to produce the top quality throughout the industry, and something like the GAPP Awards really makes guys go that extra mile.
I believe that this platform is really good for everybody to see how good they are and to compare themselves against their competitors.
I feel it's a great competition because it gives recognition to those who take great passion in their craft. You know, technology's moved on a long way, and everyone thinks it's just a simple click and print. But over the years you develop a certain style to how you manufacture your required print. And I think this is fantastic recognition for those who really have a passion for their craft.
What do you believe is necessary in order for an entrant to win the GAPP Awards?
Attention to detail, no shortcuts. It's not really about budgets. It's about kind of working together with clients and putting your input in as well at the end of the day.
So I think quality, pleasing to the eye, so that it catches the attention. But also what people have to understand is that we don't just look at pretty pictures, we look at the technical aspects of the work, and so it's important for people to check the entries before they send them in.
Absolute meticulous attention to detail, a passion for the job, for the end results will go a long way.
Again, based on what we've seen, I think attention to detail, finishing. You know, there's a lot of printing things that we've seen where there's a lot of banding. It's a simple thing to sort out, clean the heads. And finishing, especially where the guys are using routers, slow down a bit. Instead of going too fast, slow down. It just finishes it off better.
Judges were only given access to select information pertaining to entries. All entries were anonymous, with imprints and other identifying marks removed or obscured. Only the entry number was used to identify which submission was being judged. Our matrices with stringent judging criteria were then used to measure and score the entries. We asked the panel if they felt that the criteria was relevant along with the systems and processes.
The judging criteria was relevant. Many different factors taken into consideration when looking at a particular project or print media. And I think it was very widely covered. A lot of the right questions answered, or asked and then answered, should I say.
The process, I think, lends itself to extreme fairness. There's no real opportunity to manipulate the process. I think it's a very fair and good process overall.
I think the list that the GAPP has put together to be able to judge all these different categories has taken a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of input from a lot of different people. We've worked through the criteria, and I think it's very much fitting to what we've seen on the tables.
Have you come across entries that you believe deserve a GAPP Award and the recognition that it entails?
There was quite a few very good entries, and quite a few of them were worthy of the GAPP Award.
Some of the work that was submitted was really of a high quality.
Actual entries that I had to look at were all of a high standard. There wasn't many that shouldn't have been there, and everything else was just at the topper levels. We would say over 70–80%.
With their fingers on the pulse of the latest technological advances and innovations in the industry, we asked our judges to impart their wisdom to printers who have entered the GAPP Awards.
Be careful of the entry, look at it carefully before supplying the material to be judged.
Carry on what you're doing and just strive to do better every day. maintain their machines, keep up with technology, and hire qualified people.
Start collecting now. 2024 is around the corner, and you know, mention it to your staff, even your customers and your customers' customers, that you'd like to enter the product into awards, and going forward, it can take time to collect, you know, good material. So start collecting.
I think keep on entering, keep on pushing the boundaries. Attend the event, learn from those who've won the awards, find out what it is that they do that's different. Look at the examples, look at the winning entries.
What advice can you offer a business looking to enter the GAPP Awards 2024?
I think shoot for the stars. Don't hold yourself back. Go for it. If you think you can print better than some of the others, or if you can produce better than the mediocre ones out there, submit it. I think you'd be surprised.
I think speak to your suppliers mostly, and get to grips with the technology. Know the capabilities. If you're unsure if something can be done or can't be done with 3D printing, you need to ask the question, and mostly the answer would be yes. We'll find a way to do it.
Any final thoughts about the competition and the entries that you judged?
So the standard is very high in today's times where things are tough. Customers are trying to separate themselves from their opposition, and you can see it in the entrance that they've had. There's a lot of detail that's gone into it.
Yeah, I think the competition's awesome for the industry, and this year I judged the last one. The quality of entries this year is exceptional.
Overwhelming. It was really overwhelming. The number of entries that there are, the competition as a whole, the judging panel, all the jobs that we've seen along the line. It's really a world-class event.
I think it's a great competition. I think that Southern Africa needs a competition like this in order to benchmark where we are against each other and globally.
I think that the level has been phenomenal.
Our judges were steadfast to their mandate of being impartial, while upholding the credibility and recognition afforded by the awards. For some, it was their first time to be a judge. How does it feel to be involved in an event of this nature?
Yeah, it's a privilege, I think, to be involved in something of this scale and nature. I think what's important is that, you know, whoever comes out as a winner, having entered the competition, has done so at the peril of many judges from different angles, from different industries, with different levels of experience. So I think it's a fair mechanism to use to get to a final result, and that said, it's a very interesting way to drive the print product forward into the marketplace.
It's a very big feather in my cap to be asked to be a judge in an award as prestigious as this and as wide as this. It's a true honour to be invited to be part of this.
We also had some familiar faces on the panel. Did you see a difference in the quality of entries when compared to those received in 2018?
I definitely think so. I think there's some entries that I've seen today that are absolutely brilliant and way above what we saw in 2018.
The level has been stepped up from 2018. I think people have realized what they needed to do to be part of these awards and actually to win.
This year, very fresh, very vibrant on the colors, very lively, and sort of takes you out of this mundane place we've all been in the last 2 years. So overall, I'm very happy. I think it looks refreshing, to be honest. Very cool.
With 60 categories, encompassing print in all of its aspects, almost 800 entries and over 50 judges, the GAPP Awards is undoubtedly the largest and most prestigious industry event in Africa, where we celebrate the crème de la crème of Southern Africa. Being true to the Odyssey, our judges navigated their way through a galaxy of entries on their quest to find the pinnacle of excellence.